Please now help me introduce Senator Alex Padilla from California. Senator Padilla serves on several committees such as Homeland Security and the Judiciary. We are so pleased to have him here today.
Thank you so very much for the introduction and honestly for the invitation and for the inspiration to see so many of you, advocates, activists, here in numbers, here in force in our nation's capital is truly, truly inspiring, and it's my honor to join you today. And to be among the long list of not just my colleagues, but of human rights champions that you've been hearing from and you will continue to hear from throughout the day. Now, a point of personal privilege, a point of personal pride. I have the distinct honor of being a senator from the state with more Iranian Americans than any other state in the nation, the state of California. And I am here on not just their behalf, but on behalf of so many Iranian Americans around the country who are living in true fear for their family and their friends in Iran. I know today we in particular gather in mourning of Mahsa Amini. In solidarity, we stand with Iranian women and in outrage for the blatant human rights violations by the Iranian regime. What we're seeing in Iran is beyond unacceptable. For generations, women and ethnic minorities have faced violent oppression on behalf of the Iranian government. Mahsa Amini's murder was only the latest in a long string of human rights violations. But in September, and this is what gives us hope and inspiration, we saw protests erupt throughout the country. Women and men from different classes and different regions banded together to speak out against the systemic persecution of women. People are standing up. Family, friends, and neighbors in Mahsa's hometown joined the outcry after a life was stolen from them. Women are gathering in the streets across Iran, cutting their hair in defiance of an archaic system. Schoolgirls are shedding their head coverings and singing songs of freedom and equality and redefining what bravery looks like. And in response to their pleas for fundamental human rights, what has the regime chosen to do? They have met protesters with violence, arresting tens of thousands of peaceful protesters and killing hundreds. But in so doing, we know what the result is. They are adding fuel to the fight for justice. And so make no mistake, the Iranian people are waking up to the power of their unified voice. And they're saying clearly that there can be no morality when there's a morality police. There can be no freedom when peaceful protests are met with violent suppression. And so to the women of Iran, I want to say loudly and clearly that we are moved by your courage and your strength. And to all Iranians calling for their fundamental rights to be respected, let me say loudly and clearly that the United States stands with you. We are calling for an immediate end to the barbaric detention of peaceful protesters, an immediate end to the blatant human rights violations, and an immediate end to the persecution of Iranian women. And until then, we will continue to hold the Iranian regime accountable for their actions. And in America, the voices of the Iranian people crying out for freedom will always be heard and respected. Thank you again for the invitation. Thank you very much. Thank you.